we're going.
Hi guys, Ned from Team Ghost Ogre here, and today I'm with Shane. What did you do, man?
I came second at the Limerick Regional a week ago.
Oh yeah.
Getting this freaking box, baby.
Ooh. Right, not as energetic as the last intro, because we had to delete a lot of videos, unfortunately.
Shh, don't tell him anything.
Okay, let's get into the profile.
Yep, I'm going to talk about my hero build. Definitely a very, very unique build with 3 Stratos.
Ooh.
Nobody's playing him at the moment.
Yeah, never see him.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
All he's got is all he is a Rhoda plus a back row removal. But yeah, Stratos, this deck would not be playable without him. Obviously, when he came back to 2, people were talking about heroes again. And then back to 3, it's like, oh boy, competitive again. Obviously, with shaouts and the meta, you know, if you're playing a terrible shoutout player, a lot of times they'll just, you know, sit on window and pass and just summon Stratos. There's about 15 freaking different ways of getting into Stratos. So people say, well, if you want to draw it, Rhoda, emergency, just find a way of dumping Shadow Mist. You get you. Like, just get Stratos out, switch your Honest Neos out, punch her in the mount, and she's gone, and that works for a lot of other decks.
Yeah, very good.
Fantastic card. Like, how many decks have their own archetype Honest? One.
It's more than one.
Archetype Pacific?
Okay.
Competitive? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, the next card is, I played 2 Solid Soldier. A lot of people come down to 1 because they hate him. I'm still not entirely sure what the hate is. Like, he just special summons from hand. If you're going first, fantastic, because you summon him and you get and if you just so happen to either have Stratos, fantastic, almost a completely free Cross Crusader, and you can search out your Shadow Mist, whatever. But if you're forced to go first and you have this lad and a Shadow Mist or an emergency call, whatever, you just get this and you get your Shadow Mist out, mass change, set that, pass to your opponent, and flip the mass change, get your Dark Claw, and then Shadow Mist second effect activates to get you this boy to hand, protection for your Dark Claw. Phenomenal. Then the Liquid Soldier goes off. If he gets resolved, you pretty much won the game. Like, especially with the fact he goes into absolute 0 and then you mass change that, which I never got once.
It's so funny when you do though, that one time.
The Regeki and Harpy Feather Duster effect, but yeah. He's fantastic. He's not mandatory in the deck, like Bubble Man's still fine, but drawing 2 is always overpowered. Then she is the Bay, Shadow Mist.
Yeah. She's
phenomenal. Like, not only being able to get you one of the most degenerate cards in Dark Claw so quickly, but then the fact you can use that on her on your opponent's turn to get you the thing that's going to protect the Dark Claw. It's just broken.
It's a very underrated deck right now.
It didn't even get into Udric, like the top was 32, it wasn't even ranked.
Yeah, it was very surprising.
Like, people prefer Thunder Dragons, I guess, I don't know. There's Plasma, if you get him out 9 times out of 10, you've won the game, especially if you get him out. If you're on second, you get him out, and you can just take your opponent's Borosaur or something. Like, oh, not Borosaur, why would they do that? Board out Savage Dragon. If you take their Board out Savage Dragons, they can't activate the negate. Yeah. And the face on them always drops when they realise they've just given you this big beater.
Yeah, it's an incredibly good card. Plasma's very good.
And it's great because it doesn't, like, a lot of times, if you have something to remove, it sets off a bunch of negates, like against Shadal, like if you're playing Constructs or something. If you were to attack Constructs, sure, her effect on the field's negate, but then suddenly a bunch of stuff starts triggering in the grave. Fantastic. Just bring this guy out and take a Construct. Thanks for the free attack point. He's essentially, as Celestial, pretty much just a fusion summon target. I normal summoned him once, and just because it allowed me to take a bit more life points. It was, draw one Celestial, summon, attack. For the most part, he's good, though. If you're in a bit of a gripe, he's Engrave, Banish, plus another Destiny Hero monster. Funny enough, it'll probably be him plus the guy you fusioned out with him to draw 2 cards. So, definitely, I think he's a lot better than Dino Tag. Dino Tag comes up very rarely. Like, how many times do you tackle a Destiny Hero monster? Malicious at 3, fantastic. This makes the deck unbelievable with extenders. Like, you can just keep going. Your opponents, a lot of time, if they know they can't win, they'll just scoop and they see you banishing the Malicious because they're like, he's got another 10 minutes left.
Yeah. That truth for game feeling.
Pretty much. And I'd be very sad because he's probably going to get put back to 2 for MR5. Ferris, At 3, so this was this guy came out, it was pretty much like a renaissance for heroes because the deck started becoming competitive again. Like, he's phenomenal. The fact you can dump this boy off him, you gain so much advantage, or you can dump a Shadow Mist and gain so much advantage. He's phenomenal. And then obviously followed up by the 2 increase.
Yeah.
Like, fantastic. The fact that then when you use that to tribute your Faris, you get your Vion, which is a guarantee to get your Malicious into the graveyard. Fantastic card.
Yeah.
And the hidden effect that everybody forgets about, even myself, in the worst freaking possible times, is you can banish to add a poly from deck to hand. So,
doesn't come up that often, but every now and then.
Oh no, I always banish to get the poly.
Oh really?
Every time. Okay. Unless you draw the poly, like you're getting that poly because you want to go into the new hero. I can't remember his name is, but he's released in the legendary duel.
Sunriser.
Yeah, Sunriser, yeah. Because you bring him out, you get your Miracle Fusion, and then if you had Liquid Soldier and Grave, like if you dumped him off Violent, you can dump off Violence effect, Liquid Soldier. You get the Miracle Fusion, and then because Liquid Soldier's effect happens in Grave to be banished, as long as it's used as fusion material at some point, you get to draw 2 cards. And one guy could have negated it, but didn't know that could happen in Grave, so he'd already once he saw the Liquid Soldier go in Grave, he was like, shotguns to negate, and just letting me get to draw 2. The Eagle here is just gold. It's fantastic. I can't believe so much good hero support came in so soon. He gets you into your Dark Calling.
Yeah.
In Dark Calling, you just immediately fuse into Malicious Bane. One of my opponents let it go through as well because he didn't know Faris was a level 5. He didn't know Faris was level 5. So banish, bring up Malicious Bane, get rid of his, I think it was Guru was on the field.
Oh, okay.
And I just opened up the entire thing to me. 2 Fantastic Dragon Phantasmes. I would almost consider cutting it in Irish meta because Irish meta is not very pro-link at the moment. I think the most you're going to maybe see is the Cross Sheep. Or, like, I didn't play any Salamangrates, and that deck's kind of dead in Ireland at the moment.
Almost no one plays Spiral over here.
Like,
so,
funny enough, I played the one and only Spiral player probably in Ireland.
Yeah. Hey, there's me. I'm just not around a lot.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
3 Gammas, I had to borrow one from Olin at the event and give it back immediately. First, round 1, 2, and 3 didn't draw out the worst times. It was garbage. Then games 5 and 6, it was absolute clutch. It was fantastic. It won me both games single-handedly.
Okay.
Just negate and destroy. When it comes up, it's just so crippling. I activated on the quick fix on the Spiral guy, and he's just like...
Yeah, it's an incredibly good card.
He just couldn't complete his combo. It was really hurt by something else I did, not a week ago.
Right.
Obviously, if you're playing Cube Gamma, the driver comes out, kind of useless. I don't know. Like, it's only good if you Gamma, if you somehow have nothing on your own turn. Yeah. But yeah, then Hero Lives pretty much mandatory if you draw. I say this out most of the time because of the new time rules, losing 4,000 life points, the guy can just, slow play or not even slow play, just combo off and let the time go off. Yeah. 3 mass change, pretty much mandatory in the deck because Dark Law is just fantastic. This format, like none can play over, especially with Donis Neos in hand. I think Shadow's the only thing, but even at that, Shadow's not great. If the fact they have to banish a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
They have to invest a lot to out it,
Like, that was one of the things the Spiral player. By the time he out with my Dark Law, he had no cards in hand, so...
Oh, Fusion Destiny is a nuts card. That card is so good.
I played Dominance in the deck. Like, this is fantastic, although the fucking setback that you can always special summon Darks after resolving it really is a massive setback if you do it in the wrong order.
Yeah, you have to time it quite right.
Like, there'll be times like at locals where you're not really paying attention and you have Stratos and not Stratos. Well, if you wanted to,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Basically, if you want to special summon afterwards, but most thankfully,
let's blaze on anyway.
The rest of the deck is mostly darks. It's like 78% dark.
Okay.
The one Poly thanks to Vion, and it's a good card. Like
Poly's Poly.
Miracle Fusion, fantastic in this deck. I'd almost up this to 2. But
you can search off Sunriser, so...
I mean, you only really need to resolve it once, but you know, the grind game, it's actually class. The only drawback of it is it has to be an elemental hero. If it's any hero monster, it'd probably be ban worthy to be honest. It's ridiculous, like what you could get out of it.
Yeah.
The one Rhoda, pretty much just another emergency call. You know, it's like playing that 4 with Dark Calling, as we mentioned, gets you out that beautiful malicious bane. 3 emergency calls. One of the only cards I like. Dark Calling and E are the only ones I think are interesting common. Oh no, the Celeste. Well, that's probably cool, but unfortunately, Dark Calling isn't. You know, the only other print is a rare. Who cares? And the only up rarity of these is a secret rare that was released in like Legend of the Blue Eyes or something ridiculously old set. So they're like 20 quid for a bad condition one. So that's never gonna happen. And 2 imperms, absolute garbage the entire day. Just, I never worked out well for me, except for once, I think. Yeah. But definitely.
That's variance for you, though.
Definitely getting caught. I had 3, and I lost one on the 3 and going up, so that's phenomenal. But
right, let's blaze through the rest because we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, so Element of Hero Shining never really came up. Vision Hero Trinity. Nah, you know, it's. Usually get the OTK, but you know, pretty good. Master Hero Blast never came up because I don't. Stratos is the only thing you can mass change, and if you have the option of Dark Claw or Blast, it's only really backward X you play him against. And the issue is kind of like 2200 attack. Like once you get rid of the backward, you're kind of stuck with some rubbish. Master Hero Acid, Destiny Hero Dangerous, Destiny Hero Dominance. It's obviously great with, as we mentioned earlier, with Absolute Zero. Harpy's Predators to Regeki. Sunriser, fantastic card. Dark Claw's Bay. I play Dark Claw 2. Obviously, we probably spooned over him enough. He is just fantastic. Great Tornado because I'm stuck with Shadows on field and hand, I can just fuse it away and half my opponent's attack. Absolute Zero. Works well with Acid. Fantastic combo. Never goes off though. You know, one day.
One day it'll resolve. It'll be amazing.
In Master Rule 5 it can resolve a lot easier. Because, you know, deal with those silly link zones. Then Malicious Bane, fantastic. And then finally we got 2 Cross Crusader who make the deck fantastic. Like just so much advantage is gained off this guy. And nobody ever negates him. And then Dread Lesmere, the boy who won me got me 2nd place, and he didn't win me the regional, but linking into him and doing piercing damage against that Subterra player allowed me to go X1. Fantastic. And then I'll quickly go through the side deck because there's not really anything like anything special in side deck. So 3 evenly matched, obviously.
Good card. You know,
obviously you just have to break those boards. Cobra the Grave, fantastic the entire day. Like the one time someone Joel knocked me, Olin, like Ty had game. Like, he flicked the Joel and Lockbird on me, and I was like, wait, response. I knew it, 100% he had the call by the grave. Just
brilliant.
Or he had the Joel and Lockbird, so I just was just like, I've got him. And speaking of Joel, here's the boy. He's fantastic this format. Every time he came up.
No explanation needed. You know?
He's just this format.
Fairly standard side deck so far.
3 Sphere mode. I play him instead of Nibiru because...
you didn't think Nibiru was very good right now.
Nibiru's not great because most people just bring out the window and then you can't special summon it because they get a token. And they get the token and obviously you're stuck. And then but Sphere mode never really came up either, so it was it's fine. Twin Twister is the final 3 cards because Subterrors are
annoying,
frustrating as hell. Pretty much almost completely standard, fantastic deck.
Any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Absolutely none. No one is taking any credit for this awesome victory.
Oh well, thank you very much, man. It's been a pleasure, and congratulations again on your win.
It was all me, but.